Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So for today I'm going to be reviewing the new Glaminatrix Pretty and Pastels palette. So if you want to see a look, swatches, all the things, then please stick around for today's video and make sure you are subscribed before leaving today so you know the drill. First things first, I'm going to show this baby up close and personal so you can get a better look at it and also read you some information on the launch. So this palette is going to be launching next Sunday, March 3rd if you live in Australia, and then if you live in the US, it's going to be launching on March 2nd, which is a Saturday. I'll have all the times down below. It's going to retail for 43 USD and 65 AUD, and you can use my affiliate code BRITTANYRAE to save. If you do, thank you so much for supporting me, but never feel any pressure to use my code. And also they are launching 5 new blushes. These, I'm loving these so much. I'm going to pop up a reel so you can see these up close and personal as well. Today I have the shade Gentle and Lavish on. It's right here. It's just like the perfect little combo. I've been loving them obviously on my cheeks but on my lips as well, and I normally just top a gloss on. They honestly last a pretty long time. And the shade, oh my goodness, Sunny, the orange peachy shade, it's like the perfect summer blush. Poppy, it's pigmented and bright. Obviously it's not like catered to like my skin tone, but if I just use a dot and like be careful with it, I can make it work. And it's just like that perfect sunburn look. And this shade, if you just want like a girly girl shade, if you just want something like cute, you know, nothing risque, then go with Petal. This is like the perfect little soft pink. So now I'm going to zoom you in closer and let's create a look. Don't mind my makeup. It has been on for 12 and a half hours. Wow. That is a very long time for me to wear makeup, but you know what? It is what it is. We're just going to power through it. I'm not someone who reaches for pastels all that often because I feel like it can just wash me out. So those deeper shades were vital for me. I'm not just going to be creating a pastel look for today. I want to just see how what this palette can do. I'm going to go in with Imaginary first right here. It's just like my go-to whenever I use this palette. I've obviously been kind of taking a little break from YouTube because I have had an eye infection and I have not been wearing any makeup. I've had a little bit, I've been playing with a few palettes, but not like, you know, mascara, liner, all of that kind of stuff. I've just been testing it and then washing it back off because my eyes, they have been so irritated. So I just took me a good old break, but I've been liking this palette just kind of like off camera for myself. Haven't been posting any looks or anything, just enjoying it because something about Glaminatrix I really do appreciate. For the most part, they send their palettes. Oh yeah, but I got this in PR. Obviously it hasn't launched yet. I did want to note that I was gifted this in PR with no obligation to post. But something that Glaminatrix does, they send their products out early so we can test it and get like a solid review. So I really do like that. Like, you're not rushed, you're not pressured, you just get to play with the makeup and enjoy it and really get a feel for it. Like Imaginary, anyways, this is like my go-to whenever I reach for this palette. It's got a very buildable formula. I want to go in with a let's see, Visionary right here, this pastel yellow, and just kind of pop that on the inner part. But like I said, pastels, I love them so much on other people, but for me, they're just very intimidating and they kind of just wash me out. Not intimidating as in like it's too colorful and bold and like vibrant. It's just when it's like a complete pastel, to me that's intimidating. But now like for inner corner pop, things like that, I can get down with it. I want to go with Entrance, this beautiful green, and just kind of pop that on what we have going on. I just love admiring everyone's pastel looks, but every time I do an all pastel look, I'm just like, I'm not here for it. So that's why whenever I open this palette, I gasped because I thought it was so beautiful. And in my collection, it's really unique because of those deeper tones in here. I don't know, man, they did something with it. I'm going to mix the red and the green together, and we're going to start making this really grungy, and then I'll pop into some shimmers as well. The shimmers in here, they are soft and beautiful, but like still very intense and sparkly. If you're familiar with Glaminatrix formula, they know how to do the sparkles, you know? So obviously, I'm sure you're going to see lots of reviews with this palette, and I'm sure most people are going to be focusing on a pastel look, but I want to bring the grunge. I really want to challenge this palette because I've mainly just been doing like 1 or 2 mattes and a shimmer, just really light, elegant pastel looks on my own time, but I just wanted to I don't know, deepen it up for today's video. Just popping back into Imaginary and blending out what we have going on. And now I want to go ahead and mix in the green, which is Restful. Honestly, this is also, if you celebrate Easter, this is like a really amazing Easter palette as well. And I'm just going to kind of mix that in and deepen it up. I haven't played with the deeper tones in here yet, so I'm excited to see like how they mesh, like what we got going on, you know? Oh, those are pretty together. Many of you know I film at night when my kids are sleeping or during their nap time during the day, but right now it happens to be really late at night. And I have a golden retriever and she has just been so lovey-dovey with me. And she can't fit in where I film. Like, she just can't. She's like an 80-pound dog, so she just can't fit. Anyway, she fell asleep, and she, when she sleeps, obviously she was dreaming and just like whimpering and like started to howl. And I'm like, girl, you better not wake my kids up. So I had to wake her up and let her go sleep with my husky. They were sleeping with my daughter, so she was like so confused. I was like, get out. You're gonna wake up the kids. My dogs, they think they're humans and they sleep with us. They also have a bed in like every room because they're spoiled, but they're family. Anyways, when they dream, I'm like, do you wake them up or do you let them sleep? Because it's so cute. But also, like, I don't know. Sometimes when they get howling, I'm like, oh my goodness, is that a good dream? Like, should I wake you up? Okay, now I'm switching to a different brush and I'm going to mix the shade Imaginary first, and then I'm going to go into the red and the green and just kind of smoke out the lower lash line. Honestly, the few looks that I have done, I apologize I wasn't able to take pictures, but it just looked like off balance, like only having your eyes done. I don't know. I didn't even film it. I just was in a mood to not, I just wanted to play with makeup for myself, and also like my eyes were having a moment. So it was honestly really nice to just give my eyes a break. Have you just given your eyes a break? I wish we had more eyeballs, you know what I mean? So I could have been like, okay, y'all need to chill. I'll focus on y'all, but I don't. I only have 2 eyeballs. Luminous and Restful are the next 2 I'm going to go into, but just off the few looks I've done, this is honestly a great first pastel palette for somebody because you have it all, you know. You have the lighter shades, the mid-tones, the deep shades, you get some shimmers to tie in the looks. You just, I don't know, it's a nice mix. Like, I wish this would have been my first pastel palette because I would have kind of been able to navigate pastels better. So this is, I think this is going to be amazing for just like their line in general. I think it's going to add nice touch, and it's something that I think every brand needs. It's like a good pastel palette, you know, to tie in everything, like neutrals and grunge, pastels, smoky. I just feel like this is a really nice addition to Glaminatrix in general. For the shimmers, I'm not going to add any glitter glue or anything because I'm not going to be wearing this look. I want to go into Soothing, which this is a multi-chrome. It's green, blue, purple. It's very beautiful. And you know, Glaminatrix, it's right here. They have a very, I wish I could show you. I know you saw it in the swatches or pictures. They have a very smooth formula. It's these in general, they're not like textured and flaky. They're very smooth and flattering. When I say flattering, I mean some textured shades, meaning like flaky and like gel-like, squishy. Sometimes those can really like stick to like your creases, your wrinkles, your folds, because like we all have them. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I'm not gonna say all, but like most of us, our eyes have like textures and grooves and all of that, and these just glide on so smoothly. So that's something that I really enjoy about their formula. I just went in, sorry my camera wasn't filming. I'm going in with this shade. It looks like, obviously this is yellow, that's orange, but honestly when you get it to the eye, they look very similar. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you this and test it with you again, because they look really similar once you get it blended out. Just for funsies, I'll go in with the Magical over here. This one packs more of a punch on the eye, like more of like a yellow, but I just kind of want to show you and build it up just a touch where, you know, these are 2 different color shimmers. That's the orangey one, this is the yellow. They're, you know, they're very similar, so I just wanted to share that with you in case that's kind of something like you're going back and forth on if you want to buy it or not. And now I want to play with I want to add a little bit of Surreal, which is the baby pink in the palette. I want to pop that on the inner corner just a little. And then I guess I will finish some blending and I'll come back to show you the finished look. Okay, so this is the finished look. All I did was add my melt liner in the waterline, and I accidentally, so I went in with some setting spray because my face was looking a little powdery. So don't look too close, but I used the Peach and Lily and it lifted my foundation and everything that I have going on, so I love that for me. Just don't look too close, but this is the finished look. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So now I'm going to turn down the brightness. Now keep in mind, I went in very softly with these shimmers. I wanted it to be more elegant, but like grungy, so that's why they're not like boom in your face. So while we have this low lighting, I want to swatch some for you. I'll do a pinky. Let me do, oh no, I used a pink. Okay, I'm going to use the purple. I didn't use that one. This beautiful light green. Let's do some of the blues. That way you can see the shades that I did not use in action. Let me just blend them out a little bit more. There we go. Very soft shimmers. So pretty. Oh my goodness, they're so reflective. I'm going to zoom you out and let's go over some of my thoughts on this palette. Just kidding. First, let me swatch the yellow and the orange together so you can see. Obviously, they're on my eyes now. This is an orangey one that's more yellow, but they look pretty similar, you know? Let me just swatch them side by side so you can see them. It's just one dip, one layer. There you go. And now I'm going to share my thoughts. Okay, so let's go over my thoughts on the blushes first. Oh, I wanted to mention, these are not like a collection together. They're coming out with blushes and they're coming out with a palette. It just so happens to be like we got them together, you know what I mean? But as far as the blushes goes, these surprised me. Like, I was like, I'm excited to see Glaminatrix expand, obviously. And I came into this open-minded because I'm someone who, I love my powder products through and through. I have my staple creams and liquid products that I don't really steer too far from. Like, I'll test new product here and there, but like I always have my favorite cream products and liquid products because they just don't all work for me, you know. But these right here, I have been so surprised. I love them on my lips. I love them on my cheeks. The something that separates these from other liquid products, they are lightweight. I don't feel them. They're not sticky. They're not tacky. They don't lift products. They blend beautifully under powder, over powder. So it's just a very versatile little blush that we have, and I'm here for it. I love it. It's foolproof. So if you're picking up a palette and you want to try their blushes, it's foolproof. You will love it. I know you will. So I'm so excited, and I cannot believe I'm someone who I'm reaching for creams every day because I love these that much. I love it when I don't feel the makeup on my face, and that's something that you put it on and you forget about it because it's not sticky, and it lasts a while because they're so pigmented. You only need a dot or two. So I'm really excited about it. Now let's talk about the palette. I love the packaging. I think it's so pretty and just soft. It's perfect. Pretty in pastels. I think it's so cute. I love the name and the color story. It is so beautiful. I also love that you get a huge mirror in here. I use this all the time to just like do my makeup. It is so nice to have a mirror, you know. And as far as the color story, I love the gradient. I love the way it's organized. They really did something with this pastel palette. It really separates it from other pastel palettes because you get these deeper shades right here. So that is like 10 out of 10 for me. The shimmers in here, honestly, like I like them. I'm not like obsessed with them because for me, whenever it comes to Glaminatrix, like Glaminatrix, pretty much I would say they're my favorite indie brand. I love like Beaute. Like these shimmers are so yummy and spicy. I love all their, you know, I just love them all. I love all their palettes that we have. Like I have a ton. Like I love their palettes, you know what I'm saying? I love those shimmers. They're just so like yummy. These are soft and elegant, and they probably did that on purpose. So because it's pastel, you know, obviously you can build these up. They're just like not my favorite tones because I'm not loving pastels all that often. Every once in a while I'll reach for them. So the shimmers, I think they do their job, but they're just not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I love it, living, breathing, dying for it, you know. I really do like the gradient. It is so easy to work with. Just kind of like navigate the palette and blend. Let's see, these two I already told you, these are really similar. And the blues, I did a soft look with the blues. These are similar, but they're different. So when it comes to blues, like these help build on one another very beautifully, but they are a little little similar, I will say. Let me just like get them on my finger and swatch them. There's a slight difference, but if you're curious, if you're a blue lover, like there's a difference obviously, but it kind of just blends in and looks very similar. But I see how you would need that gradient to kind of move to help build it out, especially with the deeper green or deeper blue right here. So yeah, I honestly like a 10 out of 10. This is a perfect pastel palette. I think this is going to be beautiful in their line with all their other palettes. Like I love the brand so much, obviously. And also, I want to say, like, if you're not obsessed with pastels, kind of like me, they maybe intimidate you. Maybe you think they just kind of like wash you out, or it's just color, but like not in a color way you would think. This is amazing first pastel palette, and if you have a million pastel palettes, I think this is going to be a million and one. Like, I think you're going to still love this. For me, this isn't just pastels, this is grungy pastels, and I love it so, so much. Like, without this line, or without this row right here, I would just like the palette, but now I love it. So I'm just so excited to see them launch this. I think that so many people are going to love this one so, so much and reach for it. It's like the perfect time to come out with a pastel palette. I do hope you like the look I created. I wanted just something a little different than a pastel look. So yeah, please let me know down below. Are you going to be picking this one up? Is it on your wish list? Are you duping it? Do you have a ton of pastel palettes and you're skipping? Are you not a pastel lover? Are you obsessed with them and you're just like, heck yes? Because I'm not like obsessed, but like I can appreciate a pastel here and there. So if you are still here and you found this video helpful, then please give it a thumbs up. But that's going to do it for today's video. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you are healthy, happy, and safe. Stay beautiful. Bye, guys.